Gabriel, how are you?
Mr. Hanks.
What a pleasure. Nice to see you.
honor.
Please, you got to call me Tom. Simple
Tom.
as that. Here, this is the way guys serve tea to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Not, I mean.
I brought your cups
Oh,
for you.
thank you
you.
very much, Bob. The pounding. Look, show business is not a place for the faint of heart.
Right.
So you're ready.
I'm ready for my first pounding.
Okay. All right.
All right, good luck, guys.
All
I'll
right.
step away.
Thank you.
What advice would you give someone who wanted to write in the industry, and what should they do first?
The entry position for writer
Right.
is writer.
I know.
You know, you don't get to start off as a writer by getting coffee for people.
Right.
You know, are you willing to get up every morning and write 5 pages of a story?
Yes.
Professional people in show business
Right.
solve problems, and they solve many more problems than they cause. And if they only solve problems and don't cause problems, they are worth their weight in gold. And everybody will grab them and hold on to them. I was young, and when I went to New York for the first time to stake my claim out, I said, I'm going to try to be a professional actor. It was scary. And I had no class I took, no nothing, prepared me for the hard-edged professionalism of trying to walk into somebody's office for them to represent you, or to walk into audition hall and give them a chance. You had to be in line, and you had to be dressed a certain way, and you had to have a certain kind of attitude, and you had to be prepared, and you had to be professional. I didn't know what it meant, what it was to be a professional. I remember for some reason I was sent on an audition for a Maxwell House coffee commercial. And I didn't know where the building was. I didn't know what the office was. I eventually found it, and a guy said, okay, stand over there and slate it. And I didn't even know what it meant. I stood over there. I said, here? He said, yeah. Slate it. And I said, what? Slate it. And I said, I don't know what slate means. And he goes like, say your name. I said, oh. And obviously I didn't get that thing. So you have to be willing to go through that.